Hey, what's good, everybody? I'm gonna do all signs from now to the end of March because I don't know if I'll be able to do another all signs. Um, yeah, from now until the end of March, right? So I figured might as well do it now because I don't know if I'll be able to do another one until April, right? So let's see. Let's start off with still Pisces birthday, or yeah, let's start with Pisces. We'll get right to it. Hopefully you all are all well. And let's get it to the end of March. Whoa. All right, Pisces, here we go. Hmm. Complexity and empowerment. All right. Hmm. Maybe you're finding a missing piece to a puzzle that you've been looking for, right? Maybe there's some kind of answer to something, right? Something that's had you confused, something that you haven't quite gotten. And for some reason, that'll be because that's giving me like a key, right? That's going to empower you to find that missing piece. That's what I'm getting right now, right? I don't know why that popped up. That feels very backwards for some reason from what I usually get with these cards. But I'm not gonna try. Hey, River Dragon. Good morning. Yeah, it is 5 a.m. here. Wait, no, 6 a.m. What time is it over there where you're at? Okay, so let's see what else for Pisces. That's a very blank feeling right now. I don't know why that. I just got that feeling with that. So let's see what else for Pisces. Really strange feeling with that. Strength. Maybe there's something right now you have to have strength with. Solar plexus. Maybe you haven't been feeling confident in your walk, right? There's something taming the lion I heard right now. Maybe there's something you have to get a hold of, right? Maybe your emotions, maybe your mind. Ah, maybe there's a new idea and you have to have the strength to kind of attack it to move forward with it. Oh wow, 1 p.m. over there. Jeez. Hey, good morning, Zoe. Oh, you're a Leo, the strength, huh? Yeah, so. Oh well, yeah, even this card, Leo, huh? Yeah, okay. So for Pisces, wow, hermit mode. Maybe you're coming out of a hermit mode, or you need to take a little bit of time just to get clarity. Cause I don't know, right in the beginning there was a little bit of blankness, or it wasn't even confusion I was feeling. It was just more like of a blank feeling. And there was something, yeah, like a puzzle piece that was missing, but somehow something was going to, and that makes sense with the Ace of Wands. Like maybe something was just gonna appear out of nowhere that's gonna be like, the aha moment, right? But maybe that's part of it. Maybe you need to go into hermit mode first. So let's see. That's funny. The cards are like they're doing a funny like they're hopping, but then they're landing back in the deck. So all right, if you really want to come out, then come. All right, there we go. Ah, the chariot. So maybe you do need to exercise a little bit of that strength of free will, right? So there's that kind of extra emphasis on a little more of tapping into the masculine energy of doing rather than, you know, kind of being in a more receptive mood. It's a little more of the masculine energy, right? Of actually doing, right? The power of free will, the strength and power of free will. So it feels like at this time, maybe vocalizing something, right? With that throat chakra. So right now, and there you are, the Pisces. Maybe trusting in that intuition. And there's that solar plexus again, right? So, maybe you're going to have an idea and some people might not understand why. And that's where you have to stand in your truth. You have to have the strength to stand in your truth and fight off maybe negative voices that are speaking things to you, right? Whether it's from the spirit world or in actual physical form, right? It feels like, being able to discern things, even in a sense, right? Maybe it's balancing both them. Because, right, obviously, oh, wait, that was when I split the deck. The page of cups is intuition, but it's a little bit of a younger intuition, right? And the Queen of Swords is very intelligent, right? Mind over, yeah, like mind over heart kind of thing. Could be considered cold, but it's just something that, yeah, to get whatever you have going on or whatever inspiration you have, I feel like you're gonna have to be in a little bit of a kind of cold. Maybe that's why a little detached, right? But from kind of what people put in your head, right? So that makes sense, right? Look at that. There's that Ace of Swords again, right? It goes perfectly with what I just said about. Yeah. It's a weird energy for real, for sure. It's a real weird energy because there's a blankness to it, but so yeah, I get it. I mean, it's a lot less intuition and more just using your logic for whatever you have that you're trying to do, right? Maybe not letting your emotions run you in this instinct, right? Wow. Hmm. Interesting. There's that throat chakra again. So yeah, there's something. Ooh, I got these cold chills. Hmm. That's weird. That is really interesting. Let me see something. Getting this strange feeling. Okay. So yeah. Um yeah, I feel like right now you're gonna have the ability to create things and it's just gonna even though the magician uses all the elements, I guess just try not to be too that would be my advice, right? Try not to get too cold because there's like a kind of weird blank energy that I'm feeling that usually could connect to like a narcissistic energy, right? But so that's the only warning I would have. So hopefully there's not that kind of, yeah, because I mean, that's just a weird energy. So be careful with that, right? And I use the word narcissistic, which, a full-blown narcissist doesn't, yeah, they kind of, everyone could have narcissistic traits at some point, right? But to be like a full-blown narcissist is different, right? But this, just be careful, right? With that. Whatever you're creating, don't go too far to the, yeah, because I keep getting these cold chills. So it's really strange. But yeah, I feel like whatever you're creating can lead to, you know, good, prosperous times, right? So, but yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of strength, a little bit of mind over heart. So while you're in that energy, just and especially in the Queen of Swords energy, just try not to. I would warn against stepping on people's toes or things like that to get to where you need to go, because eventually that could result in building up some kind of karma, right? And then I don't know why this is all coming to me, so I'll just put it out there. It feels very specific. Yeah. But yeah, look at that. Even the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely something, right? All that, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords made an appearance. So yeah, that makes sense. See, it doesn't seem like there's anything romantic going on there, right? Yeah. It feels like if something romantic, there's that this is the character that was popping in that other the other all signs reading I did. So it feels like if there's something that comes in, are we still on Mercury retrograde? I don't know. There's something that comes in, whether it's from the past or something new. I feel like you're gonna be more focused just on financial things at this moment. So maybe that's a big part of. I felt like no kind of emotions. It's a weird energy for sure, but especially for Pisces, it's really really weird. Um, but yeah, maybe it's a time of just focusing on financial things. Hey, Meek 0629. Good morning. So, okay. I think that's it for Pisces. Let's go to Aries. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird energy. I don't know if I've ever felt that energy with Pisces. Really strange. Okay. So, mm, so for Aries, allowing, that's interesting. Allowing, look at that plant. I like the stars, right? It's like almost makes me think of like ideas, right? Like things growing and then ideas popping out of nowhere, right? Encourages, sees the potential in, right? So it's like planting a seed and then already seeing the vision of how it's gonna grow, right? Almost like it feels like a guaranteed success kind of card, right? When you water things and you nurture them and grow, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates into what is it? Into its tempers, response cycles, grows, realizes rewards. Yeah. When you take time to water something and nurture it, nourish it, it grows, right? Look at all the little stars. 4 stars. Ah, see? That feels right because a lot of the Aries cards have like the 4 of Wands is Aries, right? Four, see? Kind of reminds me of that too, right? The star, the 4 of Wands, different cards altogether. As I split the deck, look at maybe there's something. Look at and there it is again, right? The little plant. That's so funny with the stars and the little flowers look like stars. See, like the little flowers, like the stars, the plant. That's so funny. So maybe there's something that before you didn't water and grow, and now you're gonna water and grow. Look at something new, maybe. Yeah, maybe revisiting something from the past with a fresh new look. Maybe there was something from the past that you didn't take the time to, and now you see like, oh, if I would have nourished that and watered it properly, it would have grown beautifully, right? So let me see what else. Ah, see, yeah, just more clarification with that. So maybe something will take that form. Interesting. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's really interesting. Hmm. Look at nine of wands. I feel like you've learned a lot, right? Like you've gone through the whole like, yeah, there's been a lot of beatings, a lot of this, a lot of that, but you've learned, right? And yeah, you've learned. Hmm. Maybe you're more sure of now what you want, right? Maybe you're a Pisces cusper. Pisces is a cusper with Aries, right? I think so. I don't know. I can't think right now, but yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's something optimistic about this energy, and the Ten of Cups came out too. So maybe you are, or maybe you got Pisces in your chart, but for some reason, it almost like you get it now, right? How to get to that Ten of Cups. You know what you have to do when you have to water something, and it feels like it's past lessons, right? Even with that Six of Cups that wanted to come out, it feels like lessons from the past, right? Maybe, hey, some people have to learn. Maybe you had to learn through trial and error, right? Through just taking the hits, taking the bruises, you know. But you persevered. It feels like, wow, the star. Yeah, that's interesting. So maybe it's a connection, maybe it's a job, something. Because even with this, there's that. Oh, wow, that's funny. Hmm, that happened last time too. Why? That's so funny. It gives you like a book, right? That's just turning. That happened on the last reading too. It was like the first time that ever happened, and there it goes again. So yeah, fighting for something, right? Like yeah, I don't know. If it's for yourself, the star card, right? You know what you got to do to hold that position or to get to that position, right? The star, the 10 of cups. Hmm. With this king of swords. Well, with the king of swords, maybe it is a past connection, right? Because with that six of cups, maybe there was something from the past that I guess the word fumbled popped in my head. So maybe there was something you fumbled from the past. Think about whether it was a job or a connection or something, but now it feels like you feel like you got the clarity of what you need to do, how you need to show up for something and fight for it, right? But it took a lot of trial and error. So just yeah, take that how it resonates. Wow. Yeah, maybe there was a lot of wow, three nines came out, so 999. Wow. So it feels like really, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised the world didn't come out, but maybe you're right before that stage of yeah, 999 is endings, right? So really coming to grips with something ending, right? And from that, I think it's like on the verge of a new beginning, right? A new beginning to start you on that adventure journey to get to that Ten of Cups with the Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles. Maybe you're connected. Oh, wow. What did I say? I'm surprised the world. And there's the world. And judgment, right? So, yeah. Okay. That feels about right. The world and judgment. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. You got something, right? And it was through almost like, even with the judgment, right? Everyone popping out of the caskets and everything. It's like, yeah, maybe you had to go through a whole death and rebirth, right? To really understand something like that. Some people just have to learn the hard way, right? And it feels like you chose to learn that way, right? Which is okay. Sometimes you learn more that way, right? You learn more through going through things. Wow, there you are, Aries. King of Wands. They're almost like they know what they need to do now, right? Kind of thing. Interesting. So whether male or female, maybe you're embodying right now more of a masculine energy of taking action, right? So that's why maybe you're showing up as the King of Wands, right? Male or female doesn't matter, and maybe trying to connect with the King of Pentacles type of energy, right? Or maybe even the King of Swords, right? Libra, Taurus. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me know if that resonates. That's kind of what I was getting. Um, Makes sense though, right? So, oh, and there you are again. That's funny. I was about to, yeah. So maybe you're currently in the King of Wands, but you're stepping into that Emperor energy, right? So, yeah, yeah. That's funny. Hmm. Okay. Who's next? Aries, Taurus, right? Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm taking a long time, huh? Yeah. I'm barely on the third, so it's averaging like 10 minutes. Let me try to do a little faster. Okay, so Taurus. Let me see. Taurus. Oh, let me start with this deck. Wow, okay. Taurus roots. So maybe you're doing a little search, right? Going inward, really trying to connect, right? Maybe you're going on a spiritual quest, Taurus, because with the roots, I think about like past lives, generational things, right? Maybe really understanding generational. I mean, I heard curses even, right? Generational traumas, generational, yeah, just all that, right? Like the generational, yeah, maybe even looking into your ancestry, right? Like doing that whole, what is it, 23 and Me, the ancestry, all that stuff. I forgot what other ones there are, right? There's something there though, and it goes deep even with that spiral, right? Like really going back, right? Maybe, yeah, doing like a past life regression, something. Let me see what else. What else? Wow. Hmm. Interesting. Wow. Well, there you are, Taurus, the Empress, the High Priestess, even Taurus too, right? Taurus energy. But it's funny that the page came out too. So maybe you're already aware, right? Maybe you're gonna be the one to end up like maybe you'll be doing Akashic readings for people or past life regressions or things like that. But you're barely starting the journey and you're trusting your intuition, right? You're being receptive to the spirit world, right? To your higher self, the creator. I feel like you're either starting to get a lot of downloads or you're about to, right? You're gonna get hit with it like and you're gonna have to be very receptive to it. You don't have to do anything, but it feels like yeah, it's gonna be a whole nother level. Like you're really gonna be tapped in, right? Like maybe you'll start seeing having all these visions of past lives, of maybe your ancestors, right? Almost like you'll literally be there. You'll see yourself in the past. Maybe you'll be seeing, like, having a vision of what your grandma was going through, or great grandma, and you'll be there, right? In different parts of the world, different things, right? Like, yeah, I feel like that's gonna go deep. And yeah, start journaling, right? I would say, you know, make sure you have a little dream book, right? Start journaling all that stuff. So I feel like things are gonna get pretty interesting for you, Taurus. Oh, we're about to hit that spring equinox, right? So yeah, ooh, I got chills. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna start seeing a lot of things, and yeah, just be receptive to it. Wow, why the Nine of Swords? Maybe there's something yet from the past that you haven't. Hmm, I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, let's clarify that. Well, maybe that's why, right? I'm letting you know. Don't get overwhelmed with things. Wow, maybe you'll understand something from the past about why you do certain things, right? Maybe that. I don't really feel like a negative feeling from this. It'll just be something that it's gonna feel overwhelming, but there's gonna be not. Wow, what is it? Okay, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. Why are you feeling like? Are you feeling like you're trapped when you're not? What in the world? What is it that's making you feel like stuck right now? Why are you in your head? You're not standing in your truth of who you are, for sure, right? Because with the hold on, give me one quick second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so there's something, I don't know what you're in your head about. Let me see. Why is Taurus in their head? Why is Taurus in their head? Why is Taurus in their head? Wow, what the world? The sun. Why the sun? The sun. Why the sun? The sun. I feel like you're just not aware of what the good stuff that's coming. I feel like there's all this good stuff coming and you're just not seeing it for some reason. Unless it was, I don't know, maybe you were connected to a Leo and something. Maybe I'm connecting to two different Taurus energies. That's kind of what I'm feeling now. But it's at the same time, it's like, let me see, let me clarify it. Now it's okay. I just kind of got like the whole like the whole, ignorance is bliss things. And once you start knowing things, yeah, I think the more you learn, maybe you'll feel overwhelmed at first, right? Because the sun's gonna shine the light on everything, right? I think you're gonna be so tapped in. Oof, I got chills everywhere, right? I think you're gonna be so tapped in, things are just gonna feel overwhelming at first. You're not gonna know like what to do. Maybe it's gonna confuse you. It's almost gonna be like Seven of Cups moment, right? Where there's gonna be so much knowledge coming in, everything just kind of being revealed that Yeah. With great power comes great responsibility kind of thing. I think there's just gonna be a lot of, but I don't know. To me, the truth at the end of the day, it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. The truth is beautiful to me, right? Like that, like you're riding on white horses, right, through fields of wow. And it feels like all this stuff is gonna eventually lead to a prosperous time. Unless that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna confuse you. Maybe one of those things, right? There's been a lot of spiritual people even that I interviewed that were kind of like, right, they ended up having like a corporate job making all this money, and then after they have like a spiritual awakening, they leave everything behind. So maybe that's kind of what you're in right now, and you're in your head about it. You feel like you don't have, yeah, like you don't know which way to go. But I think eventually, right, things are gonna, if you do, let's say it is one of those things when you're in your head and, well, there's no way you could live like that. And now that you have all this knowledge, but I feel like you're gonna be guided. So I think, what's the advice then? Wow, justice. I think the spirit world has your back, right? I feel like if you are going through a worried period, everything will balance out. So, all balance out, right? Literally with justice, right? Things will balance out. So it's almost gonna definitely be a kind of walk by faith kind of situation for you. Mm. Well, maybe you're a cusper with Aries, King. This maybe there's an action thing too. I don't know. That's interesting that the Empress came out. But I feel in this context, it means more like that. Like you have to be receptive to what's being shown, but maybe there is gonna have to be action on your part to get things going, right? Mm. All right, I'll just pull one more because yeah, I'm taking too long. Let's see, Taurus. What advice for Taurus? I think that is the advice. Just you're gonna have to take some kind of action, right? In a very like you're gonna have to step into that King of Wands energy, right? Like very confident, right? I think yeah, that's what they're gonna ask you to be confident. Like you have everything you need. Yeah, yeah, right. This kind of has the same energy for some reason right now, right? Both of them wearing the crown, the King of Wands and this Four of Pentacles, right? Like this one, this card is power, right? Poder. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, leader and power. Wow. So although you have all this guidance from the spirit world, it's gonna have to, like in this 3D reality, it has to manifest in a leadership kind of way, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. So I'll end it there because I feel like I'm taking way too long. All right. So, what's next? Taurus, Gemini, right? Gemini, Gemini. Let's see what comes out for Gemini because the last one I did was pretty interesting. I think someone was trying to send Gemini bad juju or all kinds of weird stuff. So let's see. Hopefully it's better now. Neptune. Wow. Dreams. Wow. So maybe pay attention to your dreams right now. Gemini, Neptune. Look at there's the two faces, right? For the Gemini, the twins. Imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice. Ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, fusion, veils, magic. Right, this one kind of bunches up everything, right? The positive and the not so positive, but interesting. Okay. So Neptune. All right. So dreams, I would say pay attention to your dreams right now. Maybe the same. I forgot who else I said that for, but wow, death. So definitely something's ending. Transformation, complete transformation. So there's an old you going and there's a new you emerging, right? 13. Wow, we just had that Friday the 13th. They said like this time it was funny how everything kept coming out positive about March 13th, right? Friday the 13th, how, right? Now that people become more aware that all the things that they would say were negative, wow, maybe the end to an illusion, right? Of something. And that's funny, like with Neptune and dreams and let's see, the moon and the death card. Flew way over. Mm. Okay, let me. That's interesting. Wow. Whether this is you, Gemini, or someone you were dealing with, but there's definitely a death to let's say there were any immature parts of you, it feels like that's being brought to an end, right? There's been a judgment. There's been a judgment, right? Like if there was any kind of impulsiveness or there was someone you were dealing with, that's it. That's done. Because there's that famous Knight of Wands, right? That keeps popping out. Yeah, wow, my whole gut's lighting up. So it feels like there's something that's completely being laid to rest there. That's pretty interesting. Some kind of illusion, some kind of wow. See, there's a conflict with something, right? I feel like you were dealing with some kind of immature energy, right? There was some person, right? Maybe multiple like immature energies around you. Maybe a Pisces, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at 2 pages, a knight. But this might be like, yeah, it feels like taking action, right? Maybe you're meant to take action right now towards something new with optimism, right? So let's see. Wow. Yeah, something's like completely being, because this used to come out a lot before. So maybe find like a real final death to this. This Seven of Wands kept coming out before, right? I take it out resonates. It could be to yourself, right? Like, some illusion, right? Some illusion, whether you not finalizing something or there being some kind of immature energy around you and the universe finally stepping in and handing judgment, right? So if you were dealing with someone that was immature and yeah, see the I feel like this is the universe taking quick action, right? Like something's coming to a complete end, right? That's done. No more. And I got these cold chills, so oof, that's a weird. Interesting. Maybe you're stepping into this kind of Yeah, maybe you've become the emperor, Gemini. Interesting. My gut lit up. Feels like there was, yeah, yeah. So maybe you're putting anything, either if you had any kind of immature things, it's coming to an end, right? You're stepping into this full like emperor mode, or you were dealing with, yeah. Wow, yeah. There it is again, that strength card, and then the King of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of mind over heart, right? That's interesting. So maybe there's a multiple there's a theme right now through the signs of a kind of mind over heart. Yeah, and the solar plexus, right? Really standing in your truth. Okay. I need last advice for, wow. Wow. So yeah, I feel like it came from something, right? You went through something, but yeah, I guess it ended up, so it feels like maybe you were dealing with something, right? There was something from the past that you were dealing with. Look at that with the Three of Swords and those, those three cups spilled over. All that led you to, right? Maybe you were dealing with a Queen of Wands type energy, right? I heard like, yeah, someone that was something that they weren't, right? Maybe someone that presented themselves like a Queen of Wands, right? But at the end, once the illusion with the moon faded away, it was all about, like, you saw that, right? It was like someone that was really just a page. Yeah, like a page, a knight that cast the illusion that they were like this Queen of Wands, right? Ooh, I got chills. So I guess that kind of, yeah, that somehow made you turn into the emperor. It's pretty interesting, right? So okay, that's it, Gemini. Just keep pushing forward. Yeah, I mean, it feels like something new starting. So just, I guess the advice was that head forward with optimism, right? They didn't give me much more. Maybe, yeah, it's like Virgo. They're very secretive. So maybe right now there's kind of a Virgo type energy of, it's a surprise. That's funny. Okay. Does Gemini like surprises? All right. So Cancer. I always, how do they say it? Uranus? Is that, I don't want to say revolution. So I don't know. What are you going through? Cancer, breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, awakening. Hmm. How interesting. Cancer. Let's see. Cancer. All right. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Revolution. Is Cancer going through a full blown revolution? Wow. The Magician. Interesting. So something completely, right? That, it's like a very death, right? The lightning hitting the flies, right? See, like the magician called on the lightning from the sky to kind of eradicate anything that you don't want around you anymore or something, right? Let's see. Okay, what else for Cancer? What else for Cancer? Oh, something flipped over and then it popped back in. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. I think something had became too burdensome and you were just like, you know what? Like you just threw everything and said, I'm gonna start over. Oof. Yeah, that even hurt. Like I felt like a pain in my heart. Wow. It wasn't even like a tight heart. It was like a pain. Like that was weird. It was really weird. So something, I guess, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Three of Swords comes if it comes out, yeah. But whoa, oh wow, yeah, yeah. So walking away from something, yeah, completely just right. Throwing down all those burdens. It got too heavy. You just said forget it. I'm walking away. Maybe you're in this King of Swords energy right now, just the same. Wow, there's all that. Like maybe you're a cusper, right? With Gemini. I don't know. Maybe you were dealing with a Libra, but it feels like now you're kind of adopting that energy of, oh, there you are, Cancer. Celebration. Hmm. Yeah. I feel like you're willing to fight for whatever it is that, right? Because after everything you went through, I feel like you're kind of in that mode now too, right? Like kind of a fighting mode, right? So let's see. We'll just give. Wow, interesting. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me just shuffle it. If it comes out again, then say it. Hmm. Wow, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's something new, right? It's something new after everything you went through. Now you're like, you know what? You're inspired to do something, right? And you're willing to fight for it. Yeah, you have the patience, whatever I think you're seeing the long game, right? You're not just being impulsive. Like it's almost like you see, yeah, you could see the whole way through the end, right? It's almost like if in your head you're already celebrating because you know exactly what you're gonna do, right? It's almost like you don't even feel like you're gonna be unsuccessful. There's something already nudging you that you feel like, wow, there you are again. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Maybe before you weren't as, I don't want to say emotionally mature, but you didn't control your emotions the way you do now, right? So now you're a lot more, hmm, yeah, interesting. See, okay, one more. Wow, yeah, just a lot of perseverance. Yeah, I feel like you're willing to fight for whatever you're aiming towards, and you'll get there. Wow, there it is. Of course, the heartbreak. Yeah. So something happened that, yeah. So I guess that's the theme right now, huh? That's crazy. Why right now in March? Hmm. Maybe it was a cold winter or something. Maybe like cold, right? Like I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really feel like there's it feels like you already know what you want. There's really no advice to give there. Any last yeah. Maybe in the past, yeah, you were dealing with someone that, unless this is you, take it out resonates. Unless now you're kind of in this win at all costs kind of energy because of a heartbreak, or you dealt with a heartbreak with someone that was win at all costs, and now it put you in this kind of like, yeah, you're very composed. But see, it's someone that still has compassion. It's just you're not, your emotions aren't running you. You're very focused, right? So, okay, we'll just leave it with that. So, let me see who else. What time is it? Cancer, Leo. Okay, Leo, Leo. All right. So, let me see, Leo. All right. Trine, flow. Harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gives, rhymes, supports. Low. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Wow, the world. So something's definitely come to an end, right? A cycle has definitely. Wow, the star. Maybe you're stepping. Mm, interesting. Maybe you trusted in the flow, or everything's just been almost like that Empress energy of receiving and just letting things flow. You finished the whole journey and now you're starting a new one. Wow. So just be careful, right? Obviously, if you're shining bright, you're a star, there's gonna be conflicts, right? Haters gonna hate kind of thing. Egos, right? People with their egos. So be careful with that. I don't see Leo backing down from a fight if there has to be a fight, right? So let me see. Oh, and that's your card too, huh? Leo. Uh-huh. So I don't feel like you would back down from a fight anyways, but wow, then the star popped out again. It was at the bottom of the deck, and there it is again. So yeah, you're definitely shining bright right now, Leo. And I guess that's rubbing people the wrong way for some reason. Why are people hating on Leo? Hmm. Who knows? Maybe you walked away from someone's in their feelings about you. Five change. Oh, 5-5. Wow. Someone's not happy that you're having a glow up. Maybe. Why is someone upset that Leo's having a glow up? Why is someone? Let me see. I almost feel like someone regrets something they did, that someone you were dealing with in the past. And look at that's another 5-5-5-5. Literally, wow. Someone in the past regrets their winning at all costs kind of attitude, right? Someone had a win at all costs attitude, and I guess it costs them the star, right? But now they're mad about it. So I don't know. That kind of doesn't make sense, right? Like someone's mad at you for something that. Hmm, that's weird. It's almost like if your glow up is making someone feel even like sick for some reason, but it's almost like they're aware of whatever they did to cause it, like you walking away from them or something. I don't know, it's a weird energy. Even the chariot in reverse, right? I don't know if this person, yeah, it's almost like if someone, ooh, I got chills. Like if someone got physically, it manifested physically like sick. That's some next level kind of thing, right? If someone feels physically sick because you're doing good, right? Maybe you're in this Ten of Pentacles. I mean, Ten of Pentacles. Why did I say, maybe Ten of Pentacles too, right? Like King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Energy they're seeing you in. Wow. Maybe they want to call a truce, but it doesn't even feel like it feels like that whole cycle already closed. So you already finished something, and it feels like there's someone that now wants to bring balance, but at the same time they want to fight with you, right? So that's really weird. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it feels like, yeah, I don't even know. It doesn't feel like there's any, most of the signs today is not really so much. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that energy. Maybe someone that gaslit you at in the past, right? With the moon and the magician, it feels like someone that was really good at creating illusions, right? Things like that, right? So I don't know. And now they want to call a truce for some reason. Maybe because of that, they feel like, yeah, maybe they feel like karma's, because my crown's lighting up right now. Maybe they feel like karma's, like somehow there's something with that's why they're sick, right? Or something. I don't know. Interesting. So yeah, pretty interesting. Okay. So I'll just leave it with that because I don't want to really connect to that energy. It's kind of a weird energy, right? But okay. Your glow up is making someone physically ill for some reason, right? So, okay. So on that note, let me see. Leo, Virgo, right? Virgo for Virgo. That's weird. Very weird. First house. Wow. South. Virgo. Wow. You're walking through a whole new journey kind of thing. That's interesting. Physical body outlook, self image. What else? Opinions. Awakening, self awareness. Yeah. Gateway, entry point. Yeah. Like it almost feels like you're walking through a whole portal. That's pretty interesting, right? Hmm. Wow. Maybe you're really stepping into your spiritual walk. Craft, sixth house. Work, details, health, well being, diet, service. Maybe you're like I heard energy worker too, but maybe you're stepping into that, right? Like maybe healer, maybe you work at actual like a pharmacist or something. Maybe you just finished school or something, right? Or a natural healer. It's kind of what I'm getting. Let me see. Wow. Ten of Cups. So whatever you're working on, it's leading towards that Ten of Cups. Yeah, look at the Ace of Cups. So you started a new journey when you walked through this portal. I even heard jumping timelines, almost like it doesn't even feel. It's like if from one day to the next, boom, everything just shifted, right? Like you walked into a whole new. Maybe you're already kind of in this Ten of Cups energy, or it feels like it for some reason. Even though it's just starting, it's like the same like Cancer, right? It's like you almost just feel it already, which makes sense, right? Yeah, look at, hmm, you just got to work and you're seeing the rewards of that work, and yeah, maybe everything, right? Finances, love life, everything's kind of just falling together all at once, almost like that. Like I keep hearing that, like jump timelines, like you just woke up and you were like, wow, interesting. Like if you just went through a portal or something. Hmm. Yeah, I guess you just stepped into who you were meant to be. You understood. I heard that thing. You understood the assignment. and you stepped into it and you walked through that portal. I guess right in time, right? It's pretty powerful. Oof, I got chills. That's crazy. Um, hmm, you understood the assignment. What's that? I saw that. Yeah, look at celebration. Yeah, the world in the palm of your hands. The wheel of fortune. Life is lifing for you right now in a good way. It feels like Virgo. So yeah, I don't feel like there's any advice to have. I like it. So that's pretty good. Not pretty good. That's very good, right? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Who's next? Virgo, Libra, right? Man, Libra. I'm trying to get through all because I don't even know how I'm gonna make it through. For some reason, I just feel tired right now, but I'm gonna try to make it through all the signs. Let me see. Moon, Libra, feelings. Are you in your feelings right now? Who did this come out for last time? The moon. Wow, feelings. Why are you in your feelings? This I don't feel like that's your energy. Oh yeah, maybe it is. Maybe you want to have words with somebody. Maybe someone hurt your feelings, right? And you're like, you know what? Screw this. I mean, that is air energy, right? So maybe you're. Let's see. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. Death. I don't know how mad someone made you, but cause yeah, justice, Libra, there you are. I don't know if you want to bring justice to somebody, cause someone hurt your feelings. There's something, yeah, something you want to bring an end to, like, and that's just right. You want to give you want to say what you have to say. You want to say your piece to something because someone hurt your feelings. So you're, yeah, okay, all right. So what's the, wow, Libra? That's interesting. It feels like this was your energy, and then all of a sudden you just woke up, got on your horse, picked up a sword, and you're like, you know what? Forget this. You're like, I'm gonna bring an end to this. This ends right now. That's funny. Whoa. It's funny because it's like you want to fight and bring an end to something, but this came out sideways. And usually, I mean, I won't take like a card sideways, but it was just funny. Like it just jumped out at me that it came out sideways. Like you want to walk away from something, but maybe you're still not 100% sure, right? Somehow I feel like you're gonna be good either way. If you say your piece and something ends with that, you'll be okay. And if there was to be a resolution, I was gonna say revolution. That's funny. Resolution. You'd be good either way, right? I feel like you're gonna feel happy with yourself. You're more interested in justice, right? You just feel it's just to speak your piece with something that happened. So that's kind of what I'm getting. So yeah, I feel like you kind of made up your mind about that. After being in your head for some time, you just kind of like said, you know what? You woke up and you were like you could already see it, and you're good with that, right? Whatever you gotta say, and you're not really concerned with the outcome. Hey, Brittany. Good morning. How are you? So feel like that's kind of what's going on there. Wow, yeah, there's something. It's funny because it's like, yeah, there's that nostalgic energy, but at the same time, yeah, someone hurt your feelings. You just look at justice and judgment. That's pretty interesting. But you're good either way. For you, whether something gets resolved or you just say your piece, that's really all you want. You feel like you just have to get something off your chest. You're tired of being in this energy. So, I don't know. That's kind of it, really. That's funny. It's almost like you are hoping for some kind of, cause look at even the Two of Cups came out, but look at after the fight. So you want to go fight, but then you're kind of hoping that after a fight, almost like someone that's wow, like someone hurt your feelings, you want to kill them basically with the death card, cause someone hurt your feelings, but maybe you're hoping after there's gonna be some makeup blankety blank, right, or something. So that's pretty funny. That's really funny. So yeah, okay, I'll end it with that one. Libra. Who's after Libra? Scorpio. I know I skipped Scorpio last time. So let's see. Scorpio. Oof. Look at. I think this had came out for Aries too, right? Oh, what? Really? Brittany, maybe, hey, maybe that was meant for you then. I don't know if that resonates that you wanna, maybe you wanna fight, but at the same time, you're hoping that there's you reconcile after or something. Look at who. What was I saying? Oh, Scorpio. So maybe you're allowing for something, right? Maybe the same. You're you're seeing that if you nurture something, boom, right? With all the stars, right? That gives me like the same, right? Like the stars, the star card and Four of Wands mixed together, right? Allowing. Oh, the freaking this night of the that Wands thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's- Maybe you're feeling passionate right now. Yeah, look at. Yeah, let's send Brittany some good vibes, some good energy f- to to help with that being crushed, right? All right. Okay. So Scorpio, maybe I don't know, it's weird. It looks like you're passionate about something, you got new plans and everything, but you're still in hangman mode for some reason. Why? Why are you Uh-oh, there's that card, the reckless with their words card. Hmm. That's crazy, huh? Someone that doesn't care about other people's feelings. Page of Swords energy. That's interesting. See. Oh, is that what it is? Scorpio. Is that your energy, Scorpio, or is that you're dealing with someone like that? Oof. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. The Knight, the Knight of Cups came out in the reverse. So it feels like this energy is someone that, yeah, someone that's not really honest about, maybe they acted like they cared about something and they didn't. So why would you have passion for that then? Scorpio? That's weird. Well, I guess sometimes people are into, right? That's crazy. Maybe that, right? They were very charismatic, but it was, see, the right now, see, it depends in the context, right? But right now, this feels like that, like a very, right, with the wand, somebody creating like illusions and stuff, making themselves like that to be something that they're not. Yeah, look at what I said, delusions, bam, and the moon came out. So Scorpio, maybe you were dealing with someone that was giving off like yeah, acting like something that they weren't, right? It's really weird. So why? Maybe you're not even passionate about that. Maybe you're passionate about something else. Maybe yeah, that's why. Maybe the new ideas, new plans. Maybe it's for something else. Maybe you were dealing with. That's why you're in hangman mode right now, right? Ah, and the hermit, right? Maybe hangman hermit mode, and then the 10 of Pentacles. Hmm. So maybe after dealing with that, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on my money. That makes sense, right? I mean, that's like the right, like the oldest. Oh wow, where are you at? But it wasn't received well. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, make it home safe. Oh, Pisces. I did Pisces first because it's your birthday. So female Pisces. Yeah, Pisces was first, so you might want to rewind it, and yeah, that'll be Pisces. And so for Scorpio to finish it off, yeah, the Death card. So it feels like you, after right being in hermit mode, hangman, you finally kind of saw the light with something. Yeah, you were dealing with someone that wasn't authentic. They were casting illusions, and now you got new plans, new ideas, something you found something that you're passionate about, and look at bam, victory, right? Victory. Once you realize that you're not really stuck. So I think that's kind of the whole. Oh, I got chills. Yeah, like for some reason you felt like you were stuck, right? But I think being in that hangman mode and then in hermit mode, you kind of got the light bulb moment, right? So, oh yeah, duh, there you are, right? Death, Scorpio. So I feel like you brought an end to whatever you were dealing with, and now you're on a new adventure, right? And you're really passionate. Like you hopped on your horse and you're like, yeah, I'm moving forward. So maybe it feels impulsive, but I think maybe you need that energy right now just to shake off whatever you were dealing with, right? So that's okay. Okay. So Scorpio, Sagittarius. I let me see if I could get through these fast. Maybe I could take some questions at the end. Female Pisces. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because I think the last week when I read for Scorpio, I think it was a little weird. Different. And oh wow, Sagittarius justice. Bam. First card out. Oh, I forgot to pull from the other deck. Let me see. All right, so fat for Sagittarius. Wow, who else got Uranus? The little revolution. Interesting. Yeah, so justice, right? Striking down the little flies. Like full revolution. Breakthrough. Transforming. Let's see what else for Sagittarius. Hmm. I don't know if this is your energy or if you were dealing with win at all costs. Whoa, my throat. And there's that throat chakra. So were you dealing with someone that was win at all costs? Okay, let me see. Is this Sagittarius energy? Wow, no, you were dealing with someone else, right? That wanted to win at all costs, conflict, just wanted to fight, didn't know how to communicate, or they communicate. Wow, three of swords even. Oof. So I guess that's why justice, right? The first thing out. You wasted no time. And even with that revolution, like you struck down the fly, right? You're like, enough is enough. Bam. Tired of the fights, tired of the heart, not even heartbreak, getting stabbed in the heart. So, oof. You just got fed up and you were like, you know what? That's it. Justice. Damn. That's crazy. Let's see what else for Sagittarius. Mm. Well, I feel like this is kind of, you might be in this energy, right? Seven of Cups. I mean, if it had to do with matters of the heart, maybe don't get stuck in like too many choices if that's the thing, right? But I think you're gonna realize, regardless, that you do have the strength right now and power of free will, right? So if if you're stuck right now in a Seven of Cups kind of energy, I think that it doesn't feel like it with the justice in it, because this feels very like you made up your mind, right? And that's exactly, you're like, you know what? Justice, right? But I don't know if you're demanding like that the universe hands out justice, or if you're taking it into your own hands. That's weird. That's weird. Wow, the tower came out in reverse. So maybe that's kind of the advice, right? I would say let the universe do what it has to do, right? Like if you're feeling like you're not letting the tower fall because maybe you want to drop the tower on somebody, right? Like I would say let right. Don't get, you don't need to get your hands dirty with anything, right? I feel like you just gotta let the tower fall. Let's see. Oh, really? Oh, wow. So it was a Sag that you were dealing with? That's crazy. Wow, yeah, take it how it resonates. Yeah, see, looking literally the advice, right? Because I said don't, for the Sag, right? Don't take yeah, let the universe do its thing. And so this is moving to calmer waters, right? So that feels like, yeah, they kind of clarifying what I said. right? So I feel like that's definitely the advice, right? Just walk away or sail away and in your little boat and don't look back. Yeah, maybe it's one of these things. Just focus on your work, focus on that money. I think that's it, right? So it's almost like you might need that right now to feel secure, right? After whatever situation. Maybe that's kind of a sign that karma will work its thing, right? And that goes take it how like take it how it resonates, right? There's a stability in this, right? So okay, so let me see. Who's next? Sagittarius, Capricorn, right? So Capricorn. Let's see, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and then I think the last one is Aquarius, right? Because I already did Pisces first. Man, good thing I had some coffee right here because I was like halfway through, I was already like, yeah, I'm gonna end it. Then I looked over and I was like, oh, what? I had a cup of coffee here the whole time and I forgot about it. Okay, wow, there you are, Capricorn, bam. So you came out right away, the boss. Serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, enduring, accomplished, badass, majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, corporate, reserved, rigid, disciplined. Okay. Let's see what that energy is like. So maybe right now you're focused on money too. Wow, the fool. Maybe you're a cusper with Aquarius. So maybe you're starting a whole new venture, right? The boss. Or maybe you're being asked to take that leap of faith. And my crown kind of got swollen right now. So yeah, see with the crown and all that yellow, the yellow boots. That's crazy, huh? They really liked it. People really used to, whenever whoever created the tarot, people really liked yellow boots, huh? Oh wow, this one actually has orange boots. That's funny. Okay, let me not get distracted because I'm gonna be over here looking at everyone's boots now. So yeah, there's a lot of solar plexus energy with that, right? The Fool, feeling very confident. Oh wow, well yeah, hawks are great signs. So yeah, so completely closed, something completely closed, and boom, the Fool, right? So that makes perfect sense, Capricorn. So a whole journey just ended. Oh, that's interesting. What is that behind? That's weird. I don't know why it almost like I heard like shackles, right? Like throwing shackles away, right? Like whatever had you shackled, it feels like something. Wow. Okay. And there it came out again. That's funny because I had brought it out just looking. There's the orange boots. Pisces. Is Pisces cuss? No, no, it's Aquarius that cuss with So maybe yeah, right? Maybe you have Capricorn. Maybe you have Pisces in your chart, which I know. Hey, Carrie. Oh, I never heard that song. I'll have to check it out. Sail away, come sail away, sail away. Hmm. Yeah, see, so there it is, right? The first card that came out, the boss, King of Pentacles. So maybe, yeah, after something came to an end. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So maybe it's a good time, right? To start focusing on career, work. Let me see. Career and work. Mm, yeah. Be optimistic. So, yeah, maybe you're a cusper with Sagittarius, Capricorn. Feels, oh, yeah, the yellow boots. Here it is. So it feels like that's the next step, right? From the Fool, and then it goes to the, yeah, see, they have their little wand still, and there's a little wand again, and then you start the adventure. But like, really trust your intuition at this time, right? I mean, I know the page is coming out, right? But it feels like just because you're starting something new, right? Maybe you're meant to have like a childlike innocence right now, starting that new thing, right? Being optimistic about it rather than just going into something like, oh, full blown boss mode, right? Like, I need to have all the paperwork in order and this and that. First, you have to be a little more, yeah, like childlike, right? Like, oh, I'm so excited about this thing. Let me see this. Let me see that, right? So, yeah, let me see. Okay, so what's the advice for Capricorn? I feel like there's things are gonna go good. Just be optimistic, right? Oof, yeah, of course. Yeah, maybe this is it connects with you, Brittany, because this Ten of Swords just jumped out. So maybe it just that's the story, right? Cycles close, Ten of Swords leads to the world, leads to the Fool, right? Leads to becoming the boss. That's interesting. So, okay, I think that's good. Yeah, I think new things will come in, right? That'll leave you emotionally fulfilled, financially, right? Secure. Maybe just that, right? Once you focus on your money, things will come in after. The spirit has your back, right? Out of nowhere, boom, something's gonna fly in and your cup's gonna overflow. You're not even gonna remember about that past 10 swords in the back situation. So, okay. I think Aquarius, the last one. Let me see. So, Aquarius, balance, opposition, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious. So, maybe there's someone you're gonna meet that's gonna mirror you. I got chills. So, maybe you're gonna, a lot of times, right? We'll learn things about ourselves, right? In that journey, you know, it's not always a comfortable journey, right? Sometimes we'll come across that energy, but we'll learn. And the magician, wow, this came out for a few people. The magician, a few of the signs. Hmm. It's time to create, right? What reality do you want? What reality do you want to create? Yeah, see, it's almost like someone choosing, right? Like, balancing it out. Wow, I want to do this, but I want to do that. I mean, hey, if you could balance something out, then you could do it all, right? Like, it just depends. Wow, the Empress. Interesting. Maybe knowing that you can manifest whatever you want, right? And just letting the universe, maybe you figured something out. Aquarius. Hmm. Are you looking to manifest like a good partnership? Wow. Interesting. Because that's 2-2. 2-2. This kind of looks like a 2 as well, right? With the balance. It's kind of already feels like 2-2-2. Maybe you're manifesting a partnership. Yeah, maybe something's gonna come rushing in. I don't know if you wanna to deal with a night type energy or maybe that's your energy. You're feeling passion. Nah, it doesn't feel like that's your energy because hmm, what is it? Let me see. Uh-oh, here's that justice card again. Maybe you're connecting with a Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, but that's funny with the strength and justice. Maybe again there was something. Maybe you dealt with something in the past too, and now you're like, you know what? Yeah, you're trying to manifest that. You feel it's the just thing, right, from the universe. Again, like, hey, I deserve this. But maybe it's weird, like you already know it, so ah, interesting. Wow, look at this one jumped out. The judgment. Yeah, see the crown chakra. So I think you know, almost like you figured out the law of the universe, right? And so you know you're in a time now of like you tame the lion. Wow, almost like I don't know. So let me see. You tame the lion within to rather than doing something. It's like, see, I don't know that. Yeah, interesting. Like you know the universe is about to reward you something because it's justice. So that's weird. But maybe I don't know why Three of Cups in reverse. I don't know what happened then. Maybe or you know you need to have strength. Like just yeah, maybe you know it's not time to celebrate just yet. Maybe you're being disciplined in something, right? Maybe you're not falling for the quick fix. Ah, you're not giving in to the passions because you know that the universe has something better coming. You're manifesting it, but almost like you already know. It's I don't know. There's a strange like you know you know the way it works. Like somehow, some way you figured. Yeah, see, you know what's coming. You know that you're about to manifest this, or you just have to have the strength to. Oh, this freaking Knight of Wands. I guess it did the same thing again. It kept popping in, but you know that now. You know the even that, right? Maybe during this Mercury retrograde, you had things trying to come back in, and you already knew you just had to have the strength to hold off, and that the universe working its justice was gonna bring you something like that you really deserve, right? I feel like that's the message here, right? Two of Cups, Four of Wands. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So you were able to put off the celebration, right? Do like put off the reckless kind of impulsivity, right? Because you know that that's the laws of the universe. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like you're very aware of how things work, right? Like almost like spiritual law, right? Like just how it works, right? Universal law, spiritual law. You know the way things work, right? To bring balance. So that makes sense. That's so yeah, because the justice card is balance, right? So you know that yeah, it's time for the universe to bring balance, or you're having all the strength to wait for that, right? So that's pretty interesting. All right, so Hey, Billy Bob. Good morning. Um, yeah. If anyone who asked if they're still here, I know someone. I could pull the question real quick for female Pisces. Since you say your birthday's coming up, I could go ahead and answer a question real quick. Maybe I could, yeah, one or two questions, and then I'll um, I'll go ahead and log off. Let's see. I don't know if they're still there. If they are, if not, well, if anyone has a question, yeah, by all means, real quick, and then if not, then I'll just go ahead and check out. Okay. Well, on that note, um, yeah, hopefully you all have a yeah, Brittany, of course. You want to know if you should still try to make your way to the bus station. I mean, if you don't, then what happens? Are you still gonna like make it home if you don't go to the bus? Look at why did the fool come out? Leap of faith. How do you take that, Brittany? It doesn't look like that's someone that's gonna take the bus, huh? They're like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk home. But I'm not saying don't walk home. Uh, After, yeah, the yes came out, right? So I would say maybe that's kind of what that is, huh? Yeah, start walking to the bus station. How far are you from home, Brittany? Jeez, okay. Hmm. Well, yeah, I would say go to the bus station for sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna log out then. Yeah, if you need to talk, Brittany, I'll message you right now. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all on the next one. I don't know if I'm gonna do an all signs, maybe not until April. So I just wanted to do this one. And thank you to everybody. Hopefully you are all, okay. I know you're going through something, Brittany, so hopefully all that will work out. I'm sure it will. I don't really even need to hope because I'm sure everything's gonna work out. And thank you to everybody that tuned in, River Dragon, Zoe, Meek, 0629, and everybody else that did. All right. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.